So what we need to do is be able to determine is can we rewrite this as the product or sum of two angles? All right. Now, I will tell you guys, you're not going to have to figure this out on your own. I will provide you what the sum or difference of the two angles are, if it's in radians or even when it's in degrees. But in this case, I just want you guys to maybe agree with me that cosine of 4 pi over 12 minus 3 pi over 12 is equivalent to cosine of pi over 12. Agreed? Now, I can reduce these. So it's actually cosine of 4 pi over 12 is the same thing as pi over 3 minus pi over 4. Would everybody agree with me on that assessment? Okay? Now, whenever we're doing these values, again, I think what's really important, Samantha? What's really important is to label them your u and your v. Okay? Forget about the minus or the plus, because all the minus or the plus tells you is which formula we're going to use. So this is, again, the difference of two. Oh, wait, I did difference last time, didn't I? Well, now this is going to be the difference of cosine. So the difference value of cosine, cosine of u minus v, is going to be cosine of u, cosine of v, plus sine of u, sine of v. All right. So now, again, we're just going to plug in our u and our v. So we have cosine of pi over 3 times the cosine of pi over 4 plus the sine of pi over 3 times the sine of pi over 4. Okay? And again, also be very, very careful with the unit circle, because I think going between radians and degrees we'll get confused here. So it's really, really important for you guys to remember those angles and how they change. So pi over 3, yes?
Wouldn't it be pi over 4?
Sorry?
For cosine, would it be pi over 4?
No. 4 pi over 3 reduces to pi over 3. And that reduces to pi over 4. So it's just a reduced fraction. Yes, Kate? Mm-hmm. So if you look at the formulas, yeah, cosine changes from, that's just the formulas. Again, you don't need to memorize them. They'll be provided to you. Okay? But now the most important thing is you need to evaluate, and we don't want to make the mistakes that I made, right? So we just got to make sure we take a step and just say, all right, before I do this, let's make sure I did this correctly. Cosine of pi over 3, that's going to be the same thing as 60 degrees. That is 1/2. Cosine of pi over 4, square root of 2 over 2, plus the sine of pi over 3, which is going to be square root of 3 over 2, sine of pi over 4, which is square root of 2 over 2. Square root of 2 over 4 plus the square root of 6 over 4. You can leave it like that, or you can factor. Well, actually, there's a couple different ways. You could also group these together, square root of 2 plus 6 over 4. You might also see some people factor out a 1/4. Like that case. You also might see people factor out a square root of 2 over 2. This is perfectly fine to leave your answer in. I'm just kind of playing around with it on different answers that you guys could see. Okay? So just don't get confused on multiple representations of the same.